Welcome to Sakshi Education. We are at Masters Union, India's leading tech and business school at Delhi. We are with esteemed Associate Director of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Devashish Jindal. We'll talk in detail about the courses that are being offered through this college, and also, there are a lot many questions from the South audience, especially how the Lakh, especially Delhi atmosphere, to come over here and to complete their graduation. So we'll talk in detail with the esteemed professor, Devashish Jindal. Hi, sir, it's been a pleasure talking to you in this podcast as well. Sir, please introduce about yourself. The first way.
Oh, sure. So, hi everyone, I'm Devashish Jindal. I completed my BTech from IIT Delhi back in 2008. Worked with consulting firm, then started a venture of my own. And then, so it was as like, so one venture after another, three startups I did. One failed, two did well, got exit. And then helped a couple of edtech startups like Downtown without Amazon Academy and undergraduate. Helped them grow from, various 0 to 1 or 1 to 100 journeys. I've been studying a lot about data science and AI, and I've worked in this field earlier as well. And I felt that the AI especially is going to change the way we have been operating in our world. It's probably very similar to how internet changed in 2000s and how we see the world now. I think in a decade from now onwards, we will see a very similar difference happening. So it's gonna be the internet of 2000s happening with AI in next decade, and that is why I'm very excited and passionate about how our students, or not just students but anyone who's working on anything can be trained on artificial intelligence.
Sir, if I'm not wrong, a decade before, it was electronics and communication engineering is the leading branch.
Right.
And then things changed.
Yes.
Computer science engineering evolved.
True.
And it's the choice of many engineering students.
True.
And now, artificial intelligence and data science is the leading branch that what engineering graduates who are opting for this group especially. Why such demand for this group? How optimistic is the future of this group?
Got it. So earlier you're completely right here. Electronics and communication used to be one of the prime, or I would say most favored brands almost a decade ago. But gradually computer science took over it because there was a lot of need for programming, software developers in various companies, and the globe was expanding, and there were very high packages students were getting. So even if you would see in many colleges, more than 50 or 60% of the seats go to BTech computer science. But that trend is changing now because of the lot of data science and AI thing. And I must mention that electronics and communication is also gaining traction again. Because whatever we are doing in machine learning or data science or artificial intelligence, we would need to have supportive GPUs or chips and many things which would be able to support that level of computations or processing. So that branch is also gaining traction. In data science and AI, as I just spoke about, that AI is going to be the future. It's going to be the internet kind of a thing in next decade or so. So it's very important for anyone who is thinking of pursuing engineering in any branch, even if it's a mechanical. They should understand how AI can impact various processes what they would be dealing with in day-to-day while solving various problems, whether it's at the workshop or it may be in various business processes they'll be dealing with. They would need to understand and learn about that.
As Masters Union is already, is a master in PGP courses, and what made the founders to establish a tech campus, technology-driven curriculum? Why is it so?
So it started back in 2020, and with a simple concept of that India doesn't have a lot of Ivy League level of colleges. Many students actually want to go outside and pursue their grad or post grad. We believe that why not have something in India, and why that that thought came to us is that because it was started by a bunch of IIT, Stanford, Wharton folks who came back to India and then realized that there's something kind of this should be started here. also, as you would see the name Masters Union, so it's actually a union of masters. So essentially the idea was people who are experts in any of the specific field, whether technology or business, or even in a very super specialized field, they should come and train students. So on in that particular ethos, so we started building the entire program or the entire Masters Union as a school of business and technology that we will teach only what is required by the industry. We'll design the curriculum with the help of top folks in industry, whether they're CXOs, whether they're VPs at Google, Microsoft, BCG, McKinsey, and whatnot. And then these folks also came on our board, became faculty, and started teaching our students. And we opened the campus in between, them actually. So their office is at the heart of corporate area, the hottest corporate area in Gurgaon. It's in Dale Cyber Park. So if I talk about Amazon's office, Microsoft, Google, BCG, McKinsey, so all of them are at a distance of almost 500 meters to 1,000 meters from us. And second thought was that a lot of learning actually happens by in an experiential way, or we call it learn by doing as a principle, which is our core principle on which every curriculum, every program has been designed. So we started with the MBA program on the lines of ISV Hyderabad. Obviously, we don't have that that flat big campus like that. We have a vertical campus, a glass building, but we started doing pretty well. I think right in the third year, we started to match their placements. Currently, we are at par with almost all IIMs and ISPs in MBAs. While that got popular, we started getting a lot of demand for undergraduate programs for BBA or BMS kind of programs. So we started technology and business management undergraduate program in 2022, and 23 we started taking admission. So we now have a batch of 2027. So students right now are building startups. Students are doing working on live projects. Students are one of our students actually got featured in Shark Tank. She's building Rian, she's building Memotag. Then this year, like last year, I would say, this year we launched 2 more programs. One is data science and AI, another is psychology and marketing. So these are the 2 new programs we started with. And if I would just talk about 2 of them independently, so a lot of students actually go for BA in psychology program. But if you would look at the marketing as a field, it requires a lot of understanding of consumer psychology and blends. And if you would see the extreme, so people who are working in psychology often go to counseling and related areas, but doesn't often work on the marketing side. Similarly, people who are working on the marketing side doesn't have deeper understanding on human behavior and consumer psychology. And those marketers or brand specialists who understand consumer psychology at its depth work, they perform really better. They rise up the ladder very fast. So we thought, why not have a blend of the two, and designed a very specialized program, which is again a 4-year undergraduate program. Then we came back to the data science and AI thing which we were talking about. So and this started with the understanding, a lot of students have been going to BTech in computer science kind of a stream in any kind of college, whether IITs, NITs, triple IITs, or many other names which are there across India. But the problem is the supply side of engineers graduating every year has been increasing rapidly, but the demand for those specific skills has been declining in last 2 or 3 years, especially after the use of generative AI. Companies have been laying off employees and whatnot. Students are getting either suboptimal offers or even not getting placed. So we realize we need to redesign the entire BTech in comp science kind of a program to data science and AI as a core skill, and make them start becoming a leader in that particular field, so that by 2030 when they will graduate, their skills would be highly relevant.
In addition to it, what are the specific courses Masters Unions is offering for its undergrads?
For the data science area?
In addition to it,
what are the other courses? So these are the 3 courses primarily, but we are coming up with a couple of more courses. One is for the finance students, another is for the design. So there's a lot of demand for creating a design school. There's a lot of demand for the finance courses. So we're coming up with those new two programs very soon.
Especially in South, the parents and the students think of the recognition of the courses and college, especially the programs that are being offered in the college. Recognition part, can you briefly explain the credentials?
Right. So earlier we had tie with a lot of universities, like for example for our TVM program we had tie with Delhi University, and for the data science and AI we had tie with IIT Guwahati. But from this year onwards we will be providing them our own degree. We have got a LOI from the government of Haryana, and we're just about to release a PR pretty soon. So we'll be offering them our own degrees.
Yeah, good, nice. And all the way from the south, why should a student should choose Delhi, and why Masters Union? Can I ask?
Okay, so why Delhi? So yes, that is true. In fact, I have met a lot of students at Hyderabad. I've met a lot of students at Bangalore and Chennai, and I'm traveling again. So I travel and meet a lot of students. So I think in the next 2 weeks I'll be on the road and I'll be meeting a lot of kids. And I found that I think they find comfort to remain, near their hometown, near the region. And I think that's a very similar behavior which happens in the northern part of India as well. But what I have found, during my own career journey and a lot of my friends, because at IIT you get to meet people from all states, all different regions, right? You will come from south, you will come from east, northeast, or maybe west and far north as well. And when you blend with them, you understand that it's so beautiful to meet people from different culture. It's so beautiful to be in a place where you are often not comfortable. Because you get to learn a lot. And I believe that though there has been a great, I would say, so I believe there has been a lot of development which is happening in the technology front, especially at Bangalore. It is becoming the Silicon Valley of India, and Hyderabad, which is becoming the GCC hub. Delhi NCR, I would say, or Gurgaon particularly, has been a great startup hub right after that. From the likes of Zomato, from the likes of Swiggy and many other big companies. They have their offices here, they have their entire teams here. So Delhi NCR is also a great place for students from South to come get exposed here. And I think a lot of students from South often prefer to go abroad, get exposed to the foreign education, and now connecting it with the Masters Union thing. So a lot of top industry folks who come here, like for example last Saturday, Mr. Kishore Biani, he was here for a master class with students. Previously, Aman from Book was here for a master class with students. So a lot of top folks like Dipendra Goyal was here for evaluation of an AI hackathon on which students were building products and pitching. So a lot of top folks are also there in the Delhi NCR region. They come and teach students through masterclass, through fireside chats, through short-term courses, and students get exposed to that. And if I would talk about my own experience from the IIT days, I think it's the exposure and your alum network which matters the most. And while you would be here at Masters Union, you would get access to both of them at a greater degree.
Network is network.
Yeah, network is network. True.
So, in parents' perspective or in students' perspective, college, importance of college credentials. Faculty is an important role. They look after the credentials of the faculty, who is teaching them, what the industry exposure faculty has. In that point, how Masters Union classify its faculty credentials and faculty exposure in on-par with industry exposure.
Got it. So we categorize our faculty into 3 domains specifically. One would be the professors, people who are or who have already been either professors or have been PhDs from IITs, IIMs, or maybe any great foreign universities. This would consist of one set of faculty which teaches students, delivers various courses. Second set of people are actually top folks. Like for example, there's a senior of mine, Sumit. He's from Microsoft. He has been a principal product manager there. There's another very senior guy from Microsoft again. Tarun Malik. He's a faculty here as well. So such senior folk come and take classes of students. This is the second set of faculty. Then third set of faculty, we would say the masters are very senior folks like Kishore Vyani and a couple of more guys, Nitin Kamath, who actually come and take master classes of students. So students get to actually learn from people who are hands-on on whatever they are doing. It's not really just theoretical. It's actually building something, understanding from people who have been building great stuff.
More the college in the country can have this kind of faculty, people who come, work in the companies and big companies and come here to teach. It's a great thing. I think
So
you
that's
find
why
any kind of the college like this.
True. It's not very common, and that's why we are often dubbed as a new age technology and business school or a new age college thing. So obviously it doesn't fall into that conventional criteria. But I mean, we certainly believe and we strongly believe that a change is required in higher education. And this kind of disruption is massively required. Even if you look at from a very macroscopic level, India has great demographic dividend, right? India has big youth population, which is going to change the future or destiny of India only if they are taught well, only if they can serve the nation well. So a lot of things have to be changed in that direction. So we're just taking a tiny step towards it.
This is the greatest strength that Masters units is having.
Right.
Yeah. And definitely, internship plays a vital role.
True.
In what way? Internship offers are being offered.
So, as I mentioned earlier, that we focus a lot on the learn by doing thing, and in that we believe that students should start working on something which is a real project, or in a actual corporate or business environment or a technology environment, right from the first year. So our all programs or curriculums, they're divided into in-class and out-class activities. So in-class is something which they study in a classroom, so lectures happen, master classes happen, and then they have out-class activities. So this is every semester. So for half of the semester we go for in-class activities, for half the semester we go for out-class activity, and in out-class activities they have to either work on a live project with a company. So we partner with companies for them to run a live project with us. So students stay at campus but work on a company's actual project, just like an intern. Second, they can take up an internship either remotely or on-site at companies. Third, if they believe they want to build a startup, so we provide all the environment to them to build the startup. So that can be the third route which they can take. And in every semester or every year, they have this sort of areas defined. Like for example, in data science and AI, in first year they have to focus on building AI chatbots and agents. In the second year, they have to build agentic AI layers or Gen AI, or maybe start training LLM models. In third year, they have to build racks and whatnot. So at every year, along with what they are doing, they have to start working on these things. And if I talk about the first batch, which students right now in third year, they are getting great internship offers. In fact, some of them have got already pre-placement offers from many companies in the salary ranges of 15 to 20 lakh per annum.
Wow.
And their stipends which they're getting as interns, it is in the average range of 30,000 to 40,000 per month. So
earning while learning.
Earning while learning. So in fact, there was a student of data science and AI who got an internship, and the founder got so impressed that he said, please make him drop out of the program. I want to hire him right now. So it often becomes a very tricky situation also for us, because they get exposed to that world so fast, and they also get excited. People working with them, they get excited, and they would want just leave the program and come to us. And we're like, no, please finish your education. We'll support you in all the other ways, but just keep finishing your education. That's fine.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's wonderful. It's great to see this kind of stuff over here. The faculty exposure, the students' absorption levels is tremendous. Completely understand. And sir, for a graduate, in order to excel in this field of artificial intelligence and data science, how well they should plan the studies, how serious should be in academics. In order to excel in the field of artificial intelligence and data science, how seriously the student should concentrate on the studies.
Okay. So to do that, I think one of the foremost requirement for that is to have is to build great foundation in mathematics, especially linear algebra, probability, statistics, which are actually foundations for programming languages as well, and especially for data science as well. And even if someone has studied, let's say, grade 11, grade 12 maths, so we anyways brush them up in the first year of curriculum, if you would see. So we have usually 4 tracks: foundational courses, data science courses, AI, and then leadership courses. So apart from that, we believe that students should have good logical reasoning ability. I mean, they should have that problem solving approach, which is very much required in any of the fields of computer science. So these are the 2 areas I think which is something which JEE also tests for students in the form of physics, chemistry, and mathematics. You want to understand how good is your reasoning ability is, how good is your problem solving skill, how well you understand the concept of science and maths. So while we take students basis the JEE score, we also conduct our own admission test called MUSAT, in which we just only ask for maths and logical reasoning, because we believe these are the 4 essential concepts which students should know, and that is enough for us to test them on these things.
Yes, students these days want to have some semester exchange programs with foreign universities or
Right.
some limited time through exchange programs. Or will you facilitate that kind of?
Oh yes, definitely. So we have a lot of global immersion programs. So students can actually do a summer exchange program, or summer exchange or maybe semester exchange program with a couple of universities we have partnership with. These can be short term, these can be long terms. Also, when students are taking admissions with us, we give them an option of following the India track versus a global track. Like for data science and AI, students who are following India track, for 3 years they will be studying at our campus, and in 4th year they will be doing on-site internship, full-time on-site internship, which we also call industry immersion for 1 year. Second is the global track, which could be 2 plus 2 or 3 plus 1, in which for 2 years they'll study with us, and 2 years they'll study abroad, or maybe 3 years study with us, and 1 year study abroad. So we have partnership with Illinois Tech University in Chicago, so they can follow that track as well. So they get both the degrees. They'll get degree from 1 degree from us, and then they get 1 degree from Illinois as well. So that is also a good route for a lot of students or parents who would want their students to actually, who would want their kids to go and study abroad. So that can also, because and many times they don't want to send undergrad kids because they believe they're quite younger, and if so, and they're okay to send them for postgrad or maybe for jobs, but not for undergrad. So this can be a great route, because that in those formative years of age of 17, 18 to 20, 21, when they get mature, they can be here in India and later on can move to foreign university through a global.
And many of the parents and students want to have admission at Masters Union of the City of this is University as a college they can opt for. What is the admission procedure for this?
So admission process is very simple, but it's slightly different than usually how it happens in India. So we follow, you can say, the foreign university kind of a model, where we have 4 rounds of application. Round 1 is going on right now, which will end on 5th of December, and then round 2, round 3, round 4 will be there in like probably in a gap of 1.5 or 2 months each. Now, what happens that student has to just go to our website and start applying from there. They fill the application form, they provide their own details, whatever they have done in academics, and how they have performed, and anything which is also co-curricular activities as well. Whether they have participated in any extracurricular activities or performed there as well. So we value that a lot. So they just fill the application. Our team will screen the application. They submit to video essay as well, which is like a 2-minute video interview where they talk about themselves. So our team screens those videos as well. And once they submit the application, then they can take up the test. So basis their test scores and their application, we provide them the offer for admission and a scholarship. So we take some time to do the application stuff. In certain programs, we often want to interview them. In certain programs, we don't. So generally, this is the process for admission. Student can participate.
Examination will be in the later stage, not in the initial stage.
It will be in the later stage.
Uh-huh.
See, I'll tell you, because it's being a very different program, not like the conventional or usual programs which students often understand and know about, or parents often know about. So we, while students being very selective of, being this a very special program and they're choosing it, we are also very selective about choosing, what kind of students are coming to our program. Because we want that, that they should be the one who believe in, let's say, building something, doing something, tinkering with something, challenging the conventional things, and then we just happy to shape their energy in the right direction. So we look for a lot of such things in while screening the application in our students, and then we decide, make them offers, they come and join us. In data science area, particularly because we accept JEE scores, we offer them great scholarships as well.
Good.
So any student who has, let's say, secured 90 percentile plus in JEE can get, let's say, 10% scholarship. So for data science and AI programs specifically, because herein we take admission basis the JEE scores as well. So any student who's securing, let's say, 90 percentile or above in JEE, we give them 25% scholarship. Anyone who's, let's say, scoring 95 percentile plus, we give them 50% scholarship. Or anyone who's scoring above 99 percentile, we give them a flat 80% scholarship. And this is on the entire fees, which is the tuition fees we have. And if we get to have a great student, and we have, last year we got Harsh, who was 99 percentile plus student. And I mean, he had offers from almost all IITs and a lot of NITs, but he chose Masters Union primarily because he believed that our concept is quite different. We focus a lot on learning by doing, and a lot of CXOs, VPs, top folks coming and teaching the students. Plus, we focus a lot on entrepreneurship. So these are the reasons these students actually chose us and came and joined us. So obviously, a slightly unconventional path, but a great path, I would say, and this is something which is going to be future.
Many unique features, Masters Union, sir. I can't sum it up. Please sum it up on my part.
All right, sure. So at Masters Union, I think there are primarily 3 key principles on which we have been standing out or differentiating us from the league of standard other technology and business schools. So one is a lot of focus on bringing the top veterans from various industries, whether it's business or technology. People coming from BCG, people coming from SoftBank, people coming from McKinsey or Google, Microsoft, Amazon. These are the kind of people who are CXOs, VPs coming to teach our students. They help us design the curriculum, they help us deliver the curriculum, and they are the ones who actually work with our students on various live projects and whatnot. Second is the entire curriculum has been designed on 2 core principles. One is that the learning should not happen only in a very theoretical way, and not even in a practical way the way it happens in laboratory. So it should happen outside the campus. It should happen outside the classroom. That they should do actual projects. They should go and work at companies like interns right from the first day. They should, if they have to learn, business, if they have to learn entrepreneurship, we give them money, we ask them to build a startup, go out and sell products. So that is what they do, and this is our core ethos of the second ethos, which is our learn by doing principle, and the third thing is the global exposure, because that matters a lot. So a lot of professors from foreign universities come and teach here to our students. We have a lot of global immersion programs of short duration and long duration, where students can go to foreign universities at different campuses across the globe. We have a lot of partnerships and can understand from their curriculum, learn from their environment, and come back here again. So these are the three core principles on which we differentiate us from the standard league of colleges and universities.
Wonderful. I'm about talking to you, sir.
Likewise.
Yeah, for Telugu audience in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, ఒక కాలేజ్ చూస్ చేసుకునేటప్పుడు మనం ముఖ్యంగా గమనించాల్సిన విషయం ఏంటంటే ఫ్యాకల్టీ అనేటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఎలాంటి వాళ్ళు 40% ఆల్రెడీ టాప్ కంపెనీస్ లో వర్క్ చేసే వాళ్ళే ప్రొఫెషనల్స్ ఇక్కడ వచ్చి టీచ్ చేస్తారు. అండ్ హై క్వాలిఫైడ్ క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ ఐఐటీస్ ఐఎంఎంస్ నుంచి వచ్చినటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ ఫ్యాకల్టీ అండ్ దిల్షిష్ జిందల్ అంటే సార్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ అండ్ డేటా సైన్స్ ని హెడ్ చేస్తూ అసోసియేట్ డైరెక్టర్ గా కరికులం డిజైన్ చేస్తూ స్టూడెంట్స్ కి అందుబాటులో ఉన్నారు. దట్స్ వై మాస్టర్స్ యూనియన్ ఇస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫైనెస్ట్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ దట్ యూ కెన్ చూస్. అండ్ ఏపీ అండ్ తెలంగాణలో మనం చదివినట్లయితే కమ్యూనికేషన్ స్కిల్స్ ప్లేస్ అ వైటల్ రోల్. అక్కడ తెలుగు మాట్లాడతాం, లేకపోతే హిందీ మాట్లాడతాం, ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడడం అనేటువంటిది చాలా తక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ద స్ట్రగ్లింగ్ థింగ్ that students are facing in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So if you come to Delhi, cosmopolitan culture, of course, Bangalore, but Masters Union Bangalore. So that makes difference of choosing Delhi and Masters Union in Delhi. So this is the great place of learning above, not only learning, place of earning by. సో ఇన్ని క్వాలిటీస్ ఉన్నటువంటి కాలేజ్ అనేటువంటిది వేళ్ల మీద లెక్క పెట్టచ్చు. దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫైనెస్ట్ కాలేజ్. యూ కెన్ కమ్, విజిట్, టాక్ టు ద ఫ్యాకల్టీ, క్లియర్ యువర్ డౌట్స్, అండ్ ఇట్స్ అ రికగ్నైజ్డ్ డిగ్రీ ఫ్రమ్ హైయర్ నాలెడ్జ్. సో హ్యావ్ ఎ థాట్ ఆన్ ఇట్. If you want to excel in your career, not just like an employee, like an entrepreneur, you want to excel, and if you want to have a growth in your career, you should take wise decision. And parents, it's a call for you to make your son or daughter to select right college and right course. So talk to the faculty at this college, and definitely the future of your children will be in the right hands. And this is Ishwar for Sakshi Education. I can't say more than this. And call to this below number admissions. And this is Ishwar once again for Sakshi Education.